What's good, Royal Family? It is Queen's Throne, and I'm back at you again for another video. I just want to let you guys know that if my live streams are a little sparingly through Thursday, the reason why is because my children start back school on Thursday, and you know, sometimes it could be a little bit to get them back on that school schedule versus the summertime schedule. Anyway, since I've been gone for a couple of days, I thought I would come by and let y'all know that I'm still standing on what I was standing on before. Yes, even with the death threats, even with bitches coming out lying on me, Saneter coming out lying on me, right? I'm still on their neck. See, we got 7 days, Royal Family, 7 days until POLIGHT'S next court date. And I'm not off their back. See, what I've been doing is spending time with my family, enjoying my family. I know that certain niggas that, you know, have to clock into YouTube would know nothing about that. But that's what I've been doing. And then also I've been looking at a lot of these old videos, right? These old videos. The one that we're going to look at today is from 2017 or 18. Where Saneter and POLIGHT get into it yet again. Now, the reason why this is important is because, you know that phrase, hindsight is 2020? Well, 2020 was last year, which means that everything that was supposed to expire last year, but didn't, is coming up this year. They were been supposed to be removed from our face with they begging, with a materialism, right? And don't get it confused. Anybody can gain acknowledgement. You take a picture next to a Lambo and, you know, you got some bad bitches, you got money or whatever, allegedly, because you didn't scam from somebody else, you would definitely get people's, you know, support. And they're supporting because in reality, they idolize your lifestyle that they do not currently have. But with people with morals and everything, we could see through this from the jump. And in reality, I peeped POLIGHT was a scammer. Day one. I really didn't like Saneter, but I figured, you know, that maybe he was, you know, helping in the religious sector or whatever. A little bit. But then, now I'm like, ain't no way in hell, like, I got so many questions. So, before I just talk this whole time, we gonna come and look at the video that we came to look at, which is going to cause me to ask these questions. Wait for it. Let's go.
I'm allowed to do what I do, and he's allowed to do what he does, and they can see that it's still love, we teaching it. But if it look like I'm going at him and he going at me, then we teaching people is one way or the other, and that's not healthy because we already divided as a people. People done fell in love with that brother over there. They done fell in love with me. So all they need is for us two to have a fallout, because then the people be in a state of mind, damn, I'm looking up to these brothers, and these brothers fighting amongst each other. Well, that's it for me. Because believe it or not, Sha, some people only know you because of me. It may hurt you to feel like that, but it happens. Some people found out about you because of me. Primarily because I'm on other platforms as well. And then I mention you. Or that my name comes up in the search engine. And then I got content on your platform. It's going to happen from time to time. We benefited each other. You played a great role in my inception. But I'm all grown up now. And whether you like it or not, in some ways, and I say that as humbly as possible, in some ways, my name is a lot more bigger than what you got going on.
Shots fired. Now, you already know how Saneter is going to respond. His ego is badly bruised, okay? If y'all remember when he was boasting and bragging about bringing certain niggas that have only scammed the people, right? Like POLIGHT, like Umar Johnson, like Young Pharaoh, okay? Scamming the people. The only reason why Saneter brought them there, though, is because low-key he wanted to scam them. Oh, yes. See, you know, we know that there's nothing new under the sun. However, these quote-unquote scholars will, you know, feed you this information or whatever right, that they got from somebody else and then call it their intellectual knowledge. But in reality, like I said, there's nothing new under the sun. It's a lot of trickery and bullshit going on. But see, Polite was able to scam a little bit harder than Saneter, and Saneter feels some type of way about that. Let's listen.
In some ways. In some ways. In some places.
Play nice.
No, we have to tell the truth here.
Like, your name ain't.
We gotta tell the truth here.
Stop lying, Polite. Your name, Polite, is more known for being a fucking coon. That's what you're. See, when people look at Polite and look at Saneter, they see a motherfucking militant. When they see you, they see a fucking coon with a white.
No, when I look at y'all, I'm gonna be honest. What I see when I look at y'all, I see two scamming ass niggas, right? That think it's okay to victimize children. Oh, so I ain't even got started with you on that Nicki Chanel shit, but we on that shit. And I also just see niggas that just want to be in the limelight. They want niggas to look up to them, but they really don't do nothing. You see what I'm saying? They really don't do nothing. Just like Polite's 90 books, that nigga plagiarized all of it.
Bitch got them in the headlock. See, that's the difference. You can never be on my level, Polite. Don't ever fool your motherfucking self,
I
dude.
even think we was on the same level.
Don't never fool yourself. You can never be on my level, man.
The same level once.
See, so when you try to come at me with the slick shit, see, that's how you get me out. Now you get me out of my motherfucking bag. You ain't on my level, dude. You, come on, man. You a coon. You a fucking coon, Polite. You a fucking coon. You can never be on my motherfucking level, man. I would never let a white bitch put me in a fucking headlock. Ain't no playing games with that.
See, and it's crazy how Saneter always involves white people and shit. But in reality, he didn't have white women on his channel before. And I've heard videos where he talks very highly of white women and how sexy they are to him. So it's just often weird to me when I hear him, you know, blaming the white man and, you know, talking about white women and shit like that in a negative light. But in reality, in his brain, he wants a light woman. See, when he, you know, started following in Polite's footsteps, we're going to call it what it is over here. Because Saneter was never on polygamy until he saw the fake, you know, acknowledgement and the fake happiness or whatever from Polite in it. So he decided that he wanted to take on polygamy, royal family. And the only issue is that his real wife, right, Cynthia, correct? I know her last name. Her, you know, before she was married last name. I know. Look, Saneter, what I've been doing these last few days, see why you been playing with my information and shit, allegedly that you got from another bitch or whatever, regurgitated that shit. Bitch, I've been doing research on you, your whole motherfucking family, okay? Period. Polite too. But you. And I found out some interesting things. Now, the more that you lie on me, the more that I'm going to tell the truth on you. So it's in your court. But let's listen to how Saneter is going to feel less than, right? When compared to Polite, Saneter feels less than. Because they equally had a lot of time to scam. I mean, Saneter did have a mad running start. You know, especially speaking since Saneter was there when they decided to erect YouTube and shit like that. And that very same day, they didn't even have the whole fucking app done. And Saneter already had his channel set up. I don't understand how he did that because the app wasn't done for YouTube, but he already had his channel on here. Bringing you other people's, you know, what they have said or whatever. And some of it could be powerful. I'm not saying that it's not, but they are not the creator of it, okay? But what he's doing is basically, you know, using quote unquote their intellectual knowledge that they had got from somebody else. And that's why he doesn't look at it like he's scamming or he's using anybody. But in reality, that's what he's doing when you go on his platform. He's making money off of you. And he really could give a fuck less about you. In reality, I would like for his longest, his strongest supporter, right? Subscriber to fuck around and need Saneter for something. Some money or something, right? After 20-something years, you done begged for money. You done did all these damn debates that really have no purpose, period, at all, but to gain you money and shit. But you've done nothing for the children, like going back to school, you know, school supplies. You have not fed nobody on Thanksgiving. You know what I mean? You ain't helped nobody make ends meet or nothing. You could be doing that and more. Another thing, Saneter, make your subscribers public so we can see how much your audience is not engaged in your actual channel. Yes, sir. Even though you should have thousands of, you know, millions of subscribers at this point, like, you've been on here since YouTube opened their doors and shit. So that's kind of weird to me, but you definitely would be able to tell that his audience is not engaged in 95% or more of his content. However, he'll tell you other people's views ain't shit and all that. But when you have a lot of subscribers and you only get, you know, a couple of thousand views per video or whatever, because now all of his views have, you know, 500 and something thousand, 600 and something thousand. In reality, over the last year, his viewership has dropped drastically. Let's be real.
Because my baby's got to look at me on TV and see a white girl, a white bitch, got me in the headlock.
Well, see, at that time, I don't really... Did they have smart TVs with the YouTube app on there? Yeah, they did. They did. Yep, because at that time, we was watching a lot of YouTube from PlayStation and obviously my computers and shit like that. But you're not really on TV, Saneter. You would never really be invited to any TV station. Not a real one anyway. You know what I mean?
You can never be on my motherfucking level, dude.
Yeah,
you're a coon to me. You are a fucking coon. So how you gonna say some shit about, oh, my name, believe it or not? No, your name ain't shit compared to what I have done. You wouldn't be polite, nigga. Remember that. See, I know you had to bring it out. You gotta come out, and I knew you had to bring it out because you like this type of shit.
I wanted to hear you cry.
People keep telling me calm down. I'm not. What you mean calm down? I'm not mad. I'm just doing what I do. This is what I do. When I see a shot coming, Saneter turns the fuck up and defend it. You see?
You can't stand.
Well, I turn literally. You can never be on my level. Yeah, you are more articulate than me. I give you that. But when it comes to being real in these motherfucking streets, I have never seen you turned up on these motherfucking police.
Don't even get involved. Let him
never see that.
But see, if y'all were in the same situation, right, dealing with the police, then what was your reaction to the police? I'm just saying, period. Like, what was he supposed to do in these situations? I'm not caping for Polite ever in life, but I'm just saying, what the fuck?
Although you've been with me many times when you see these police, but you never turned up. Like, for example, let me give you an example.
Sure,
when we was across the street at the Apollo, and we seen the Scientology church. Y'all remember that great video when the police made them niggas move? You know why they made them move? It wasn't polite. I got the video. Don't make me do it. I got the video. I was turned up on the fucking police.
Him and this don't make me do it shit is crazy as hell. It really is. But in those situations where the police were involved, Saneter may have turned up for the camera, but he won't do that when the camera is off. I guarantee it.
Police. You polite was telling me to calm down and let's move and let's go. So don't make me pull out the whole video. I said don't go. I said hell no. I'm not
really
going nowhere. Polite thing.
Let him go.
So come on, brother.
Kanye push that.
Stop it.
Yeah, Kanye about
Come
that.
on,
Go ahead.
And that's facts. It does remind you of when Kanye West got crazy as hell, got up on the stage and got to talking shit about Beyonce and Jay-Z and other elites and all this and that. He had like some type of mental health breakdown moment or whatever, right? I covered that when it was going on a channel that's not up anymore, but that's what it is. See, Saneter is butthurt because Polite and, you know, how he did his shit with the materialistic shit, he actually garnered more attention than Saneter did. But in reality, they both the same scammers. They both ain't shit. They both trash.
Games with this, man.
Let him go.
Go ahead.
Okay, but let me show you my brother. He can't hear no one else get any credit other than him before he loses his mind.
No, that's not why. That's not what I said.
My name resonates in places where yours don't.
That's true. I don't care.
That's true.
So what?
It happens.
And
That's all I
resonate
said.
where yours don't. So what is you saying?
All I said was, no matter how great you are, also understand.
Just the way that he just responded, Saneter, he was like, he does that tit for tat shit. Like, so if somebody be like, fuck your mom, he be like, fuck your mom, nigga. You know what I mean? He gonna match your energy or whatever. Like, the nigga's weird, bro. And for a nigga to be allegedly an elder, see, that's why I don't respect this bitch ass, crackhead ass nigga in reality. No, allegedly, but in reality. Because when you are 50, 60 motherfucking years old, bro, like, for real, bro, for real, and then you over here talk about black power, black family, and all this and that, right? But you over here scamming and using and flipping out. As soon as somebody says something you don't like, you're flying off the motherfucking handle and shit.
That no matter how much you did for me, I said this in humility, your brother grew up now, and guess what? My name also can be just as big at times than yours in certain places, and you lost your mind.
Brother, no, that's not all you said. That's not all you said. That's not all you said, my man. I heard the shot. That's not all you said. You said.
So in reality, both of these niggas like their ego stroked. As long as you're making them feel validated, you're telling them that they're more and they do more than what they actually do, then you're in their, you know what I mean? You're on their good side. But as soon as you call these bitch ass niggas out for the fuck shit that they've done, the scams, right? The Apollo situation, right? The Apollo event where Saneter told people that he was renting out the Apollo whole time it was some other theater or whatever, right? Just like the live where he said that Polite was gonna come on stream and talk to people or whatever about this rape situation. He fucking scammed. In reality, you know, we don't know if Polite backed out in the last minute, but my first mind, and I always go with my first mind, is telling me that Saneter did that in order to raise money because he was kind of nervous, right? Very paranoid he is at this time, right? And, you know, you should be, especially when you're fucking around with, you know, 15-year-olds and when you're in your 30s, Saneter. But that's another video. So I digress. But it's just really sad. Like, it's sad that somebody that claims that they're for the people, you can't even call them out on their bullshit. And it wouldn't have mattered if I would have came in here dressed like a motherfucking nun, speaking respectful as fuck to this bitch ass nigga. Saneter would have still had a problem with it, just like Polite. Anytime you speak up against them, it don't matter if you know, try to be humble about it or whatever. Don't nobody give a fuck about that shit. Before a nigga that's talking about bringing together black family and he for the people and shit, right? He's sitting up here, you gotta stroke his ego? Oh, you ain't no leader, bitch.
You said something totally different.
Hold on. You felt like you got shot because I said my name.
And the irony, look at Saneter's hat. It says stop, right? And the P is a pistol. But this is the same nigga that upped the gun in a video talking about he looking for Hassan and he was gonna blow his top off and shit, right? The hypocrisy.
It's bigger than yours sometimes. You felt that was a shot?
You motherfucking right, that's a shot. Cause why would you have to say something like that? Why would you have to say that? Come on, nigga, I made your fucking name, Polite. Keep it real, nigga. I made your fucking name, nigga. You wasn't shit when I met you, dude. You was nobody. You was a fucking Dr. Yorkie. Come on, let's keep it real. You didn't know Dr. Ben. You didn't know Dr. Clark. You ain't know Amos Wilson. You didn't know none of the black militants that was in our community. All you knew was fucking Dr. Yorkie.
Let me show you.
We really want to do this right here. We really want to do this.
Come on, bro. Don't make me turn the fuck up. That's what you want to do? I'm not trying to do that. But because you took a shot, now it gives me that option. Now I got to go back. You see? Come on, brother. Don't do that. I'm not trying. I'm trying to be cool. I'm trying to be cool. But when you try to throw a shot, nigga, I'm a man first, and I'm gonna keep it real. You ain't know none of the people that was in our community. All you knew was Dr. York, and that's how we met because I was banging on Dr. York.
Let me tell you something. when I was in the hood and you met somebody and niggas be like this in the hood. Yo, you know, oh, that's my cousin. Oh no, I know that's my older brother's friend. Yo, look, I know who that is. That's my girlfriend's, my homegirl's friend. That's what I hear all the time from him. You didn't know Dr. Ben. You didn't know this one. Bro, I don't care about all of that. I'm popping. What the hell I care about that?
And I don't care if you popping.
Thank you.
I don't care nothing about you popping.
You ever met in your life. Thank you. But at the end of the day, Brother Polite is popping, goddammit.
I don't care about you popping.
I don't give a damn about none of that shit.
I don't care about you popping. You keep on popping, nigga.
Bro, like, why
you just keep on popping and being a fucking coon for the white man.
Talk about
keep on being a coon for the white man. Keep on popping and being a coon for the white. You's a coon, nigga. You's a fucking coon, Polite.
You hurt. Look at you. Look at you.
You's a motherfucking coon ass nigga.
Someone's hurt.
You a coon, brother.
This conversation.
Why you crying?
This platform.
You don't hear me crying. I'm just keeping it real. You's a fucking coon.
No problem. You do sound like a crybaby up there, though. Both of y'all bitches do. Y'all arguing like some married motherfuckers.
And I gotta call it like that.
I don't mind a 50-year-old man resorting to calling.
You motherfucking right. I don't give a fuck if I was 70. You're a fucking coon.
You don't. You don't have no damn self-respect.
And call it like I see it.
So he's still gonna be acting like this at 70? Saneter, don't get surprised if somebody knock your bitch ass out at 70 acting like this. See, I respect elders as long as they act like elders. But since you don't, since you lied on me, since, you know, it appears like you are somebody that messed with a child as an adult, fuck you.
All because of Black Man Day.
Now you want somebody to donate to your bullshit, but you couldn't even put a fucking dime on my fucking news van. Fuck out of here with that. You couldn't even put fucking 10 cents on my fucking.
Now you're gonna hear about the real logic, right? The real reason that he wanted to have Polite around was to gain money, right? We know that. But you're gonna find out through this that Saneter, you know, he wanted this Black News 102 van, which he raised money for, which the people never got back their money, and there was no van. Again, the Apollo situation took place, right? Where there was supposed to be an event at Apollo. However, there was none. The recent building fund that he had put, right, and raised $12,000 for, but has no building. What happened to that $12,000, Saneter? Huh? Where's the Black News 102 van? Where's the money for it? Them people never got their money back. And again, you were asking for a foreign Sprinter, right? Wasn't it a Mercedes-Benz or something like that? Van? So it couldn't be any regular van. It had to be that van. But who makes foreign vehicles? It sure ain't black people.
Fucking news van. But you gonna say, oh, I love you, brother. Oh, we didn't brother. Come on, bro. You couldn't even put a fucking dollar on my news van, but you want somebody to fucking donate.
But you put him on your platform, sucked his dick and his balls from the back, and took his whole shit up your ass. Cause that's what we watch. We watched Polite get rich while he was fucking Saneter, and because Saneter was getting fucked, he was fucking the people.
To that bullshit.
Don't say nothing.
That bullshit.
This is counterproductive.
You know I
want to tell you.
Is that what you really want me to do, nigga?
You know.
I'm trying to be cool with you.
That bothers me, bro.
As your publicist, I want to say this is becoming counterproductive.
It bothers me, bro. I like how you behaving at 50 years old because of
young. I wouldn't give a fuck if I was 60 years old. I'm gonna tell a motherfucking truth.
And that's the problem.
You can't pull that stick over on me because I'm 50. I gotta.
Saneter, you ain't never told the truth about shit you ever said, bro. Period. Cause like I said, hindsight is 20/20.
Be subtle and don't tell the fucking truth because I'm 50 years old. Like, you can't pull that shit over on me.
That's you.
If I was 100 years old, I'm gonna tell the fucking truth.
That there's something deeper.
What the hell my age got to do with me telling the damn truth?
Your age has everything to do with the way you present yourself.
Come on, man. You talk all this shit about I'm your motherfucking man, but when it comes down to putting a fucking 10 cent on my fucking van, you can't even put a nickel on my fucking van. Okay. All these motherfucking houses you claim to get for everybody out there.
But several people did put, a lot of nickels on your van and shit. And you took them for granted. But the nigga that you was sucking his balls from the back, he was treating you. He ain't donate a penny into your shit. And you still up here caping for him and all this and that. In reality, I think the only reason why Saneter really wanted to keep him around is coming up in a minute. Let's listen.
Yeah. Come on, brother. Don't make me do it to you. I'm trying to be cool. But you want to go there.
I don't care, because it just tells me you hated me the whole time I was around you. So
I don't hate you all the time you was around there. You making me hate you. You making me have to do this.
Only a Negro that hated
Don't they sound like they in a whole fucking relationship though?
you from day one. When they hear one person say one thing, yo, you ain't helping me with my band. Yo, I'm the one
that's just that's to show you, nigga. That's to show you that come on, it's fake. That shit is fake what you doing, brother. And I see through it. It's just the other motherfuckers don't know you and they don't see through it. But I see through it.
Just like everybody on this platform.
Talking all this shit about Saneter's my motherfucking man. I love my brother Saneter, but when it comes down to my band, I didn't say
like he said, Saneter is his man. They was boyfriend and girlfriend, bro.
Stack on my van. I never even asked you to put no fucking money on the van.
So why you crying about it? So why you crying about it?
I sent your ass.
So why you crying about it?
I sent you. I'm not crying. I'm just talking now. I sent you a link to donate to a van. You send the motherfucker back smiling like, you know, like nigga, you couldn't even put a fucking dime on my news van. Come on,
because
man.
You told me I ain't shit.
But you want somebody to donate to that bullshit. Donate to that bullshit. Let's keep it real. If you can't donate to your brother, why should somebody else want to donate to you? Keep it a fucking buck.
You're ungrateful. Hold on. You're ungrateful for all the stuff that I've done.
You damn right I'm ungrateful.
And that's
damn right I'm ungrateful. I sure don't appreciate the bullshit and the fake shit.
It's all right.
And then let me just stop it right there too, though, because we've already known that Saneter has all these get-rich-quick schemes or whatever, right? Basically, he puts them out there as, you know, he's asking for money. He's asking for donations. I'm not talking about the little cash apps and all that. You know what I'm saying? That's very minor in this situation. But nothing that he ever put together really was what it was supposed to be. And by now, y'all should have already known with this new lawyer fee shit, I'm gonna say it. With the new lawyer fee shit, you do not need $150,000 to sue somebody for slander, okay? That is for his money. For, you know, runaway money or legal fees when it comes into correlation with POLIGHT'S case or any charges that might come across to him. But if he hasn't come through, right, with any of his promises in any other situation, the ones that I pointed out, then why would anybody think that him raising this money is really gonna, you know what I mean? Is really gonna benefit the people. At the end of the lawsuit, right, which is what he would get basically for, you know, slander, would be the $150,000 that he's asking for. It's just a whole scam. In reality, it's a whole scam. But after it's all said and done with, right, what are the people gonna get back, Saneter? Are you gonna match them their money plus interest or anything like that? Because at this point, this is just looking like another, you know, where Pharaoh sued YouTube allegedly or sued POLIGHT and he needed this and that. You know what I mean? All scams. You just ask for less than him, right? Because Pharaoh normally asks for his scams, he asks $250,000. But this is the same nigga that can't go to a car dealership and put down $11,000 on a 2021 Jeep, you know what I'm saying, Cherokee or whatever, that costs $57,000, but he allegedly makes $150,000 a month. But he has no credit. And in reality, I don't think he makes that a month. I think he's lying. He flexing. He tried to forge his paperwork and all that. So the dealership said, no, you are just like them. The only reason why you got that car that you had got or whatever that you have now and the one that you lost before because you couldn't keep up with the payments is because you were trying to keep up with everybody else around you. While you living in that dirty ass brownstone apartment, you know what I mean? You secretly wanted to live in a nice apartment or whatever, but you wanted to have a better car first. Because when you go to 125th Street, looking as, you wanted to be, you know, you wanted everybody to idolize you and shit, even though you live in a dungeon for real in real life, where your ceiling and your showers falling apart. It's trash, bro. You're not doing shit, son. And either is Polite. Like, in reality, all this shit been expired. It's just now coming into fruition.
You're angry. You're angry. You'll never be satisfied, no matter how much. I
appreciate the fake shit, brother.
Yeah, you can say that. But I tell you what.
And if you want me to take your fucking videos off the channel, I ain't got no problem with that.
So you had no problem with it when in this situation, right? But when we're asking you for this case to take his videos down, but in reality, I want you to leave them up now. Because I'm enjoying watching you put your foot in your mouth. You big dummy. So leave them up. But you just heard him say, let's go back for 1 second here.
I do that shit today.
Hold on.
But I tell you what.
And if you want me to take your fucking videos off the channel, I ain't got no problem with that.
Why? In this situation, why would you take his videos down? Because you're worried about beefing with him and him flagging your videos down for him appearing in your video. Which can happen.
I do that shit today, right now. I ain't got no problem with that.
That's all in your heart.
No problem with that.
Look at you.
I'm just letting you know. I'm motherfucking right, because I'm a real motherfucker. And when a motherfucker cross,
look at him.
Like you crossover.
Why you got so much hate, boy?
Yeah. It's the hate that hate produce. That's why. It's the hate that hate produce.
Oh man, you need a vacation, dog.
You are so ungrateful, brother. You're ungrateful. You're an ungrateful nigga, brother.
When you play the video back, you're gonna hear me.
Ungrateful dude, man.
All I had to do is say,
motherfucking right, Saul got issues. You hear people say, "Oh, Saul got issues." You damn right, I got issues.
Everybody know you got issues. I ain't
damn right. Show me one person who don't got issues in Harlem.
I show you one who got a bunch of.
What it is people don't respect the real shit anymore. That's what it is.
Real.
People don't respect the real shit. You know?
Yo, you got so much hate for me, it'll never work. You got to finally say all the negative shit you gotta say.
I finally got to see the inside Polite. That's what the fuck happened. I finally got to see the Polite that's inside that nobody don't see. That the rest of the motherfuckers don't see.
This is what it looks like.
So remember that he said that. So why was he so confused when everybody was on his neck about the situation with the raping of a child? Why did Saneter act like, you know what I mean, we hating and shit? Or we should give him leg room and all this shit, right? Oh, don't talk about it until after the case is over, right? But he been known that this nigga wasn't shit, right?
Like when it comes to the surface.
I'm looking inward. These motherfuckers don't know you. They never been around you. I've been around you for years. So I finally get to see the real Polite.
So if anybody knows Polite on here, it would definitely be Saneter knows him. So obviously, you know, he may have seen times where Polite was maybe looking a little bit too long at another child, or maybe he didn't notice. But in reality, I think that it wasn't, you know what I mean? That it was something that they both were doing in reality. I think that they both were checking out younger girls and hollering at them and shit. That was something that brought Polite and Saneter together because they're both child predators. We will be getting into, in another video, Saneter and the Nicki Chanel situation, where Saneter was in his 30s. I believe he was 33. And Nicki Chanel was 15. Having a sexual relationship. Oh yeah, we gonna be looking at it.
You get a little something. We're Hollywood, and I don't give a fuck about that. But you get something and you fucking forget. It's just like you forget, bro. That's all I'm saying.
Look, now you're gonna hear Saneter's real wife, the only woman that he's really married to, yelling in the background. I'm gonna turn down the music so you can listen to this ratchetness. Like, it's just ratchet. Nobody over there has. Listen.
You fucking about every fucking thing that went on. That's what I'm talking about. And everybody that's talking shit don't understand it.
Yeah, because this is all in your head, brother.
You just fucking forgot where the fuck you come from, bro.
I don't have that.
Hold on, it's coming up. I might be a little bit too early, but
just looking at the same people who was setting me up throughout the course, man. If you dislike me this whole time, brother, you should have been more honest earlier, so you don't have to do it.
Come on, that shit ain't going nowhere. No, yeah, niggas know I don't dislike you. I defended your ass against In the Black and them niggas by myself. You wouldn't even defend yourself. I stood up for you. I took shots for you. I put on that bulletproof vest and went ham on them niggas. Press 1 in the audience if y'all with me, if y'all know what I'm talking about is real. I defended you through every fucking body that was coming at you. How you gonna say I hate you, brother?
You have to hate.
I defended you against In the Black and everybody that was taking shots at you.
Brother,
but you was nowhere around.
You know what I see,
brother. All you got to do is go to the videos and watch that. You was nowhere around to defend yourself, so I stepped out and I took the shots for you. Niggas was coming at Saneter now.
I'm just
and
glad.
Black News 102.
I don't have to
even forget that. How the fuck I was going against you?
I'm just glad I don't have to live around people who hate me so much.
Dude, I'm glad you there.
This shit was turned into murder. Like you were actually.
I'm glad you out there.
You would set me up to get killed. That's how much you hate me. I don't trust you.
That stupid shit you say. Listen to that stupid shit you say.
You hate on a whole different level, bro. Like you got some.
Damn right.
So when when Brother Polite said you would kill me, keep that in mind, because Saneter said that's stupid or something like that. You talking stupid? Hold on, listen to this though. And it's important. Hold on.
I don't trust you. That stupid shit you say. Listen to that stupid shit.
You said that's some stupid shit you saying, right? When Polite had said you would probably have me killed, Saneter said that's some stupid shit you saying. And the reason why it's important, because Saneter gonna claim in a minute that Polite want him dead. And if he disappeared, then Polite did it.
And you there.
This shit was turned into murder. Like you were actually.
Glad you out there.
You would set me up to get killed. That's how much you hate me. I don't trust you.
That stupid shit you say.
So he said you would set me up to get killed. I don't trust you though. And Saneter said that's some stupid shit you saying.
Listen to that stupid shit you saying.
You hate on a whole different level, bro. Like you got some.
Damn right. On the real level.
No, on a lying level. Saneter, we all know that what you do is, if you ain't got nothing to go combat with somebody else or whatever, then you'll just make up lies. You good at making up lies. You make up so many lies that some of these bitch ass niggas believe in you.
On a real motherfucking level.
Yeah, like he really got some shit in his chest. Like
you damn right I got some shit in my chest, and you know why. You know what's going on.
I don't know what you talking about.
You know what's going on. It ain't got nothing to do with you fucking moving. It ain't got nothing to do with you driving. I don't care about that shit.
That's all you mentioned. If you was
I don't care about none of that. Because the people will think, oh, Saneter jealous. Oh, Saneter hate. I'm not fucking hating. It's just what you have become, brother. You don't.
So I think earlier when we were hearing people talk in the background, I think that was Polite's, background or whatever, but you will hear his wife Cynthia in this video.
See it, man. It's what you fucking have become, Polite.
So long as my family love me, I'm sorry, Saneter.
They supposed to love you. It's what you have become that's making me see through this shit. There's no real motherfucking blood in you no more. Everything about you is fucking fake, nigga. I'm looking at it.
Saneter, let me ask you a question, Saneter. So when you came on, the first thing I heard from you was you wanted to get confirmation from Polite that you gave him the platform early on. So once you got that, you started, obviously leading into this. But it really sounds like, for me being outside looking in, and I'm outside looking in, it sounds like there's a lot of like animosity, and I'm gonna go as far as it could possibly be some kind of jealousy, because you throw all this what you did for him, and This sounds like a bad relationship.
Now,
bless that man's heart, Dennis. Bless his heart.
Let me just say this, bro. Let me say this. It sounds like a bad relationship.
I gotta come out this way. Let me say
He probably like, why am I on this panel right now? For real, these dudes is just arguing. They done put this man in this mess. The man done tried to break up the situation a couple of times. It's sad. It really is. And that is, you know what I mean? Like how his behavior is. Dennis, that man that was just speaking a minute ago, is in this video. That's an elder. That's an elder that you can respect. He, you know what I mean? He ain't messy as hell. He's staying in his lane. You know what I mean? He trying to work it out. He probably really honorable. I don't know him in personal life, so don't hold me to that. But you see the difference between Saneter and the man Dennis with the red and black and white plaid shirt.
And then you're about to end it.
Him right here. Okay.
Hold on, brother. Hold on. Now that's, you know, it really sounds like you throwing all this in. I could have did this, and you bring it paste. We're not talking about it. This is counterproductive, brother. This brother he is doing a lot for his community, and because he's not doing the way.
And I feel bad for this man too, because he was tricked that Polite was doing something for the community. I would love to hear how he feels now, you know, looking back or whatever. But like I said, hindsight is 20/20.
You want him to do it in a remedial way. There seems like there are problems, and you're picking at little things. Bring it past her. Who does that? I'm listening to you, and I'm a little older than you.
Let me answer your question. You said Saneter is picking at little things. Let me show you how it's not little. There was a time when I called my brother Polite. And I said, Brother Polite, there's a big place right here that we can get. Brother Polite, can you help me? Let's get this fucking business so we ain't gotta go to no stores. I'm ready to put up 5 Gs. Let's get this place where we can have a place where we can bring people in. I said, hell, Polite, you can even reach out to Meta World Peace. Tell the motherfucker send us a loan and let's get this building right here. It was a ground floor level where we could get this. Polite didn't even want to fucking help. He didn't even say, yo, son, all right, I'll do this.
So at some point, Saneter was inclined to keep Polite around. See, throughout this whole situation, he kept Polite around for different reasons. At first, he thought, oh, here's a brother with information that people probably didn't hear about. I'm pretty sure that he knew that Polite's information was plagiarized and regurgitated from other people. Correct? However, he looked at it like, okay, this man could at least bring views. You know what I mean? He gonna help some type of growth. Then Polite met with Meta World Peace and all these other people that are celebrities, correct? Allegedly, right? And I'm sorry if you hear my kids playing outside, but and then he decided like, no, what I can do is I can have Polite ask them for money. I can have Polite beg for the building fund. Right? Mind you, this building fund, he has been in his mind since 2017. At least. 2017, 2018. Still no building. The Black News 102 van is going to come up again. Still no Black News 102 van. However, he thought that Polite should ask and beg these other men who have that bag for money for Polite. I mean, for Saneter, or at least put a good word in, right? But no, see, this is weird. This also shows that not only was he complicit to scams by Polite, but he also looked at it and he had motive as to keep him around. Now, as people are running around trying to figure out why he would still have Polite's videos up, right? But in reality, like I said, leave them up there. You only make yourself look dumb, okay? Period. But as he does this shit is crazy. It really is, because it's allowing us to see what was really going on. He really looked at Brother Polite as his cash cow. He really thought that he could scam Polite and ended up getting scammed in the process. Let's go back to it.
I'll help you do this. No, he didn't want to do nothing but take pictures with motherfuckers. I didn't want to do all, brother, listen.
Now, if y'all remember the last time that they was on a Google Hangout panel, right, and Lil Mayette, the little girl that you saw on the side, Polite's daughter, was there. Saneter was, I'm gonna try to find that video too, but I think I already showed that already though. But Saneter was on, you know, they were all on the panel and they were having a conversation, and he started flashing, or allegedly flashing, like women's bodies and shit. And these women were severely overweight, you know, their titties was just hanging out and all this and that. But Lil Mayette, Polite's daughter, was sitting right there the whole time. And he tried to laugh it off and play it off, but a couple of the other people held him accountable after a minute. And one dude kind of exploded on him, which was just due. But, like, it just shows you that both of them are fucked up, and they both had reason to, you know, allegedly support one another because they were really both scamming, but each had their own motives. Behind the scenes, their motives were not the same. In reality, they may have had a group motive together, but ultimately their own motives were more important. And I think that is also why they fell out several times.
I'm trying to build for our people. I didn't want to do none of that. He want to be out there taking photo ops with these motherfuckers. I want to build businesses. So I asked him myself.
Someone who has to raise money. Let me say this.
Do none of that, man. He wasn't interested in me helping me. Like, me and you can share the business. I don't need it by myself. Let's get this fucking building right here. We got it.
Saneter,
he ain't even want to do that, man.
Saneter, will you allow me to speak without running out the chat? Can I speak and we just do this without talking over each other?
But then you out there, you fronting, you showing all kind of crazy shit. You doing all kind of crazy shit. It's so much that.
See, and then he knows that this dude's daughter, and I'm not, you know, saying that Polite don't cuss or do shit that is inappropriate around his daughter, but he sees the little girl in there and he's still using cuss words like that.
This building up
around other people's children.
See that you really not about this fucking life. You playing games.
Now, can I speak? Can I speak to
games, man?
Can I speak on my behalf about what you're talking about? And then you could correct me if I'm wrong without yelling over me, and I won't yell over you. Can I do that? Because I don't want to yell back and forth, because I want us to really resolve this. That's not fair what you're saying. And he left.
Of course he left.
Now let me explain what happened.
Well, I know everybody saw what happened.
Yeah, but
everyone saw what happened.
I knew he was going to
have to be deaf and dumb not to see what happened. You have to be deaf and dumb not to see the setup to the intro and the way he.
Now let me say this part about that situation without implicating other parties. He asked me for a store, and I said, "What is the rent? How much month security and everything they want?" He said, "I don't know. You know." I said, "Can you send me some pictures? How much square feet is the store?" Because I'm trying to look at it, because based on how much square feet it is, and based on how much they want for rent, I can tell what they're charging per square foot on the.
Send you a copy of the lease, a proposed lease.
Exactly. Then I also asked, "What's the walk-in traffic?" "Come on, brother, we in Harlem." This and I said, "Brother, this is the way." Now I've come from running 4 bookstores and a restaurant. The people who co-sign it, that's in the.
I mean, but all of those kind of failed, and that's another video in itself. But what he is saying is true, though. These are things, this is like, you know, information that you need to know about. For one, you need to know, because even if you were asking a bank, you're just not gonna, you know what I mean? If you're asking a bank for money to do something like this, you're not gonna walk into the bank and be like, "Yeah, I'm trying to get a building." So they ask you, like, "Where's the building? How many square feet? Can we see a picture of it?" Shit that, like, Polite is asking. You're not just going to be able to be like, "Come on, it's Harlem." You know what I mean? You know that there's people walking around, you know what I mean? And all this and that. And then they're going to give you the money. It's not going to work like that.
In this community, Brother Blue Pill, Brother A.A. Rashid, and had my own building. King Simon. I met them 3 different types of my businesses. 3 different businesses, not the same businesses. I met them before the conscious community. So here's the conversation now. I said, how much square feet is the store? If he would have stayed on right now, I would have gone to ask him, what's the square feet? How much is the store rent? No, you know what he told me? It's just a good store. Come on, brother. It's right around where my house is at. So I said, brother, it ain't enough for me to know that the store is right around your house. If you asking me to invest in the store, because rent got to be paid. It's going to represent your brand and ours. And if it closes down, that's on us and our legacy. We got to be successful. So I just wanted my brother to tell me the square feet. I asked him for the rent. I asked him if he could show me pictures.
Yeah, but clearly Saneter didn't want to do business with you. He wanted you to ask for money from these individuals for his business. I don't think you caught on to that part either. And just like in any other situation, because ultimately, I don't like Brother Polite, but in this situation, he handled himself pretty good. Like, he didn't stoop really down to Saneter's level. Again, that doesn't make him, a good person in reality. Anybody could just act good in a video, you know what I mean? Or when there's public. How different would this have been if Dennis wasn't up there at the time? You know what I'm saying? Or if Dennis would have fed into it, how would that have impacted this situation far as Polite's behavior goes? But during this interview, how he is responding back to Saneter, I mean, some of it's sarcasm and pettiness, but he's doing way better than Saneter at this point. Now, hold on. Saneter comes back to, the panel, right? This is when they was on Google Hangouts.
He said he was going to send me pictures. I don't got to lie about this. He never sent me any pictures. I don't have to lie. I asked him the square feet. He didn't know the square feet.
Now, in reality, I think he's telling the truth right there. I know this is really petty and shit like that. Again, I'm not caping for Polite, but I'm just doing this to show where past situations with them. See, often when people get angry, some people will flip out and just unleash everything that they feel or think about the other person. And some people will kind of hold back. I'm sure that Polite could have stooped down to his level more, but he was worried about his reputation and everything like that, probably at the time.
I don't have to lie. I asked him, how much is it security and rent? He didn't have that information yet.
I mean, the most logical thing is...
He thought, I think he's thinking I'm trying to antagonize him. And then he asked me to just ask a celebrity for some money. And I'm like, I don't even ask for money on my own behalf. So what I would do...
I mean, but you asked to borrow their cars and shit, though.
...is a business proposal the way I do when I get money for things that I want. I've never asked no one, and I can say this on a record with my face on the screen. I've never asked nobody, never asked anybody for a donation since I've been out here, despite how much money they're grossing. I've never...
Yeah, but you did even worse, Polite. What you did was you asked for money in order to do a service for somebody, and ultimately almost every time, if not every time, I think saying every time would not be, it wouldn't be a lie, but every time you failed, so you were scamming. So that is even worse than asking for donations.
Never did it once. So I said to my brother, if I never did that, why would I do that on your behalf? I haven't even done it for myself, but I do have a success.
Without a proposal. Now this is someone actually without a proposal.
No executive summary, or when it's a larger idea like he had before, I said, yo, we're gonna need a PPM from that, a private placement memorandum. He think I'm trying to make it complicated, but we talking two different things. So when he yells and he curses at me right after that, you know what I do? I just suck it up and I still support what he does. You see how
See, but in reality, I think that Saneter didn't want to do all that paperwork, because he's not knowledgeable enough to, you know what I mean? Obviously, otherwise he'll go to a bank if his credit is good and all that. right? And he making money like that. He would have been went to a bank and proposed something. But he hasn't even till this day. He's still asked for people to give their hard-earned money for it. So Saneter just wanted Polite to walk in there and be like, hey, Meta World Peace, my homeboy want to talk to you about, you know, a business, you know what I mean? And tell him all the great things, allegedly, about what he was proposing or whatever, right? Which would be the same thing that Saneter gets up on his platform and acts like he does all these things for the people. In reality, we know that that's not real. But he wanted him to, you know, just go and be like, hey, man, you know, while they having a couple of beers or whatever, and be like, man, look, so my friend Saneter, he needs some money from you or whatever. And they thought the Meta World Peace, Saneter thought Meta World Peace was going to be like, I bet, here's the money. I got you. No paperwork needed. Who the fuck would do that?
That's not true, Polite.
I'm gonna let you speak.
It wasn't just a celebrity.
No problem.
This is a brother. This is a brother who I
Now listen to this, though.
introduced you to, and I lost contact with him. I said, either give me Meta World Peace number, and I could talk.
So if you lost contact with him and you brought him to the situation, why you just didn't ask him when you first, you know what I mean? Hey, before you lost contact with him that you needed his help, why did you need to get Polite in there? Same reason why often they scam together. They are the same like entity. They're just in different bodies.
Talk for myself. I could tell. You know how much money Meta World Peace had contributed to white organizations?
Because when it all would have came down, Saneter would have said, that ain't got nothing to do with me. He just gave the money. He gave it to Polite. That ain't got nothing to do with me.
I said, Polite, get Meta World Peace to give me a loan, Polite.
Listen.
The dude that I introduced you to, Polite. I said, get Meta World Peace.
Now, how ass backwards is that? Ask the man yourself. You lost contact with him, well then get back in contact with him. If he know you like that, you should be able to hit him up on social media and he respond. The fuck? Fuck, you need to get his phone number from this nigga. But if I was Polite back then, I would have just gave him his phone number or whatever and been like, he want to talk to you or I'll give him your phone number or whatever. Some shit like that.
To get me a loan so we could get this fucking business.
And I said,
after I seen Meta World Peace go out there and contribute over $600,000 to a white organization. So I said, hold up, Polite.
So that means that you could just automatically, you know, shiver up in there and get your little, you know what I mean, ask for your little money. I get it. You know, he out here, you know, allegedly the conscious community, not allegedly, the conscious community don't fuck with white people, period. That's not a secret. But, you know what I mean? So when he found out that Meta World Peace did all this and that, because he's pocket watching, you know, off the strength of him being a black man, Meta World Peace, or any other celebrity that, you know, he was asking Polite to help him with this issue, right? Was supposed to just give him the money and not ask any questions. Who, again, is going to do that?
Get this motherfucking nigga to get us this building right here.
So you just heard him say, I was telling them to get this motherfucking nigga to get this building right here. However, you just looked at dude as a come up. You looked at both of them as a come up. And that he would also be vouching his name for your shit.
I said, even if I have to pay him, get him to get us this loan. You said, Polite.
Even if you have to pay him, like the man was gonna do something. I mean, the issue here is that Saneter's mad because he had, you know, did something for white people for free out of his pocket, no questions answered or whatever. But you can't tell somebody else how to spend their money. And if that was the case, if you felt that Meta World Peace was helping only white people and not the black people, then why in the fuck was y'all still fucking with him?
Oh man, you gotta write out this proposal for, dude, you live next door to him. What the fuck are you talking about? You live right next door to him.
So that mean I could get his money?
No, listen, what I'm saying is you're
basically yes, but he talking about some no. This dog face ass nigga right here.
Friends with him. Your daughters hanging out with each other daughters, brother.
See? Your daughters is hanging out, so you might as well just shimmy your way on in there and get to begging the nigga. And do it in a way, Polite, where it doesn't require any paperwork. and he just giving us this building for free, because this nigga said even if I have to pay him. So he looking for handouts. The same way he begs from the people in the community, he looking for handouts from celebrities in the community as well. But when he was friends with Meta World Peace and he had a way to get a hold of him, he didn't pitch this to him. That's weird to me.
This your man.
What?
This
That
is not.
don't mean I got access to his money, bro.
I never said. Who said money? See,
It
there you go
doesn't,
with
it
the
doesn't
flips.
work like that.
I said at least talk to him. Did you at least talk to him, Polite?
Yes, I did, bro.
No, you didn't. No,
And
you
I
didn't.
also
No, you
told,
didn't, Polite.
okay, good. But I also told you what you can do, since you want to ask for it, is you can speak to him yourself, and I give you the phone. You said no.
But you never gave me the number, Polite. Stop lying.
But if he's calling him for you and then you speaking to him, did you just hear what he said?
Never gave
Stop
you the
it, Polite.
number tonight and ask him, bro.
Stop
Like,
it, Polite.
there's no need. First of all, if you the one introduced me to him, how the hell you asking me for the number? Isn't he your friend?
Because I don't have the fucking number. I don't have the number, dude.
So that doesn't make any sense. So then how did you connect him and Polite together? In which Meta World Peace was scammed by Polite too. Why you think Meta World Peace is not supporting Brother Polite?
I don't have a number.
He came
It's
to
not
you.
even that big now. But I'm just saying, there's so much shit that's just balling up. It's so much stuff that's balling up, brother.
You introduced me
That's
to
all.
him. You don't got his contacts or his connections. But you the one that made him meet me. But you don't got no contacts or nothing.
Are you saying I didn't? Are you insinuating that I didn't?
I don't have
You
to do
should
that.
talk?
I'll do something better.
Oh, okay.
I'll do something better. I ain't got to talk about that. I'll do something better.
Do something better.
No, you'll see better. Because I don't have to play these little games. Who introduced you to who? Because that don't do nothing for my life. It don't pay my bills. Yo, I'm the one that introduced you to him. You think I care? People introduce me to people
you
all
care.
the time.
Yeah, you can.
People introduce me to people all the time. What am I supposed to do? Be their slave after they introduce me to somebody? I don't care about that. It's if I can maintain the relationship. If I can build solid relationships with people so we can do powerful things in the future. It doesn't.
You mean so that you can get your foot in there to scam? Because you scammed, like I said, Meta World Peace.
Doesn't matter who introduced me to who. What matters is that I sustain the connection and continue to meet other people after that. That's what matters, brother. You taking this from a nigga perspective.
So Saneter peeped that you were meeting people and you were scamming them and they weren't saying shit. So they were like, he was like, fuck it. Well, ask for some money for me so I can get this off the ground or whatever. You know what I mean? And he didn't. That shit's crazy as hell. But just the logic of Saneter, like Saneter is not no 20-year-old dude. That man in his like 60s and shit. And he don't understand a business contract proposal?
I'm supposed to be able to just get money from someone.
Or again, is it that he understood, but he was like, fuck it. Just get him to do it off the strength. That would have made it easier for him to, if something went wrong or Meta World Peace would have been like, hey, can I get some money for that or whatever? You know, because if it's just an agreement off of words, either person could say, nah, this is not what we agreed to. This is what we agreed to. And the other person say, nah, we agreed to this, not that. And Saneter wanted to just slither his little way out of it and leave it in Polite's hands.
Somebody, just because I got a good friendship and our children play with each other, that's the nigga mentality, brother. You got to get out of
You got the nigga mentality, Polite. You fake.
If you don't get the money,
You can twist the words up with the audience all you want, but you fake, Polite. You're not real. It's nothing real about you.
I'm not
you
real,
fake, brother, because the place ain't even cost that. I wanted to go into business with you. I wanted to do it with you.
And I wanted
There's so much shit that I could say, man, that you just reneged on, brother.
He didn't want to go into business with him. He wanted his name to be all on top of that shit. The only reason why he allegedly said he wanted to have Polite, you know, go in business with him or whatever, they already went in business with each other by scamming. But the only reason why he said that is because he trying to make him feel bad for not helping him at the time. But Saneter could have helped himself. He conscious, right? He should know about a business proposal.
But I'm gonna reserve that. I'm gonna hold that. I'm not even gonna do that, man. After this is over with, I ain't even fucking with you no more. I'm gonna let you do you. I'm gonna let you do you, brother.
Because as much as people like to say Hollywood changed, Hollywood changed.
I'm gonna let you do you.
That's around.
I'm gonna let you do you.
Look at you.
I'm gonna let you do you. And I'm gonna say it to the people. If I turn up dead, Polite did it. If I turn up dead.
See, look, he doing this just for the wow effect. Now, earlier when Polite said, I believe you would have me killed, you would set me up, that was dumb, right? But he's saying the same or similar in this very video.
Fucking Polite did it with his gang members. That's what I'm gonna say. Just like you tried to say.
You having a Kanye West moment right now.
Turn up dead, Polite and his gang did it.
Come on, brother, don't say no crazy shit like that.
No,
man.
That's real shit. Cause I'm gonna speak my motherfucking mind. It's all good, man.
Brother.
After the day,
what you do is speak lies, nigga.
I ain't fucking with you, and you ain't gotta fuck with me. I'm good.
Yeah, I'm with that.
You think Saneter will be fucking upset like this for no reason? You know what's going on, Polite. These motherfuckers don't know what's going on.
Don't be like that.
So I'm falling back.
I'm gonna
fall back, and I'm gonna let Polite do Polite.
That's crazy, man.
I don't wish no hate on you. I'm not wishing nothing bad on you. I'm gonna just fall back.
Crazy.
What kind of crazy statement is that?
Real crazy, man.
Crazy.
It's real crazy, brother.
It sounds like what Kanye West said to hey, don't send my goons at them. You know, I know you got goons on deck. Polite ain't thinking about. You know,
man. Why the hell would I wish you death, brother?
That is just come on, son. Now like really, come on, man.
I just wanted to put that shit out there on the air. Fuck it.
Why would you think something crazy?
See, just randomly says shit. Saneter, you're trash, bro. Like, you're trash. You just prove yourself. There's other videos where I could break them down just like this, where you had said some fucked up shit. But leave them up, though. Leave them up, though. Don't take down shit. Leave that shit up.
Crazy like that, man. You go too far with this anger shit, man. You need a vacation, brother.
A vacation.
You need to get away from all of this and just relax, chill with your fam, and leave this shit for a month or two, bro. I tell you this all the time. This shit is consuming you. All that rage, I'm militaristic.
I don't know. What it is that when I get involved with fake shit and I see the fake shit, it just turns me to a different direction. That's all it is.
Yeah, brother, but listen to this. You pride yourself in being so military, you need a military day off. Even the military people get to go home and see their family and relax for a while. You need to come off of that military shit. And
what we gonna do? What we gonna do with the tickets that's on your site, man? How we gonna do that?
Oh, just give me a call. We ain't gotta discuss all of that.
Yeah, I just want to get rid of. I want to go ahead and do you, and that's it. Let me do me, man.
Come on, man.
Let me do me, man.
It ain't that deep. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind going my way, but don't be trying to put out there some irresponsible, weird stuff that if something happened to you, come on, brother. I love your ass. Even if you crazy, I'm just love you from afar. I ain't got to be next to you.
Dude, you know why I said that.
Both of these two do not give a fuck about each other. It's all about business and money. That's it. The scams is the business, though.
I don't know
why motherfucking niggas called. Some motherfucking niggas called me. I ain't gonna say no name.
Oh,
they fronting like they blood and you on the phone with them. So I'm just saying that. You know what I'm saying? You know why I'm saying that? Because some motherfuckers called me. I'm not saying no name. You was on the phone. They gangs. They was gangbangers. Like, though, that shit was gonna scare me. It don't scare me, man. So that's why I'm saying that.
And it's not
you know why I'm saying that. Don't make it look like to the people that saw another bugging the fuck out. You know exactly why I'm saying that. You had motherfuckers that called me talking some real shit about some gang shit.
Hold on, if you could listen in the background, I'm gonna rewind it a little bit, but you could hear his wife Cynthia. I knew it was somewhere in this video. You could hear his wife Cynthia cussing about this situation.
That's why I'm saying that. You had motherfuckers that called me talking some real shit about some gang shit.
I don't know.
Some gang shit as though. Come on, man. Listen, man. Come on. Relax.
You don't need to do this shit online, bro. Just relax, stop.
Wow, bro.
You don't got to do that stuff online. You ain't got to put everything on the table and go crazy online. It don't make you look good, bro.
Exactly. I'm like watching a bad movie unfold in front of me.
Crazy, man. We ain't got to do that, man.
I'm like,
this shit is wild, bro. This shit is going crazy.
And the only reason why Saneter is not speaking right now is because he was arguing with Cynthia.
And for what? If we disagree, we disagree. But I never wish my brother.
It's not wrong. See, polite. What it is that I'm not supposed to speak on that. See,
you can speak on that. But
if I get a motherfucking call, you on the call, and then it's blood niggas on the fucking call talking about my people's come and see you. What the fuck I supposed to say? Just let that shit go by. Nobody know nothing. I don't fucking know. I'm gonna tell the motherfucking people the fucking truth.
Wait, what did she say? Hold on. This shit crazy.
No, I'm gonna tell the motherfucking people the fucking truth.
I couldn't make out what she said, but
brother,
anyway.
you gotta stop.
I'm gonna let the people know what's really going on. So come on, brother.
Trying to hurt you, brother. Come on, man.
Come on, bro. I'm gonna keep it real. See, you don't want me to keep it real, but I'm gonna keep it a fucking buck. Saneter ain't fucking scared. I'm just letting motherfuckers know if I turn up, you just don't, brother, look at the other motherfuckers.
Brother, you are protected and you are.
That's all I'm saying.
Ain't nobody even trying to think about doing no craziness to you, man. You protected and you love, bro. If it wasn't about that, the first 30 minutes of our conversation, it shouldn't be about that. The last 30 minutes of our conversation. If you could have got on and got off tonight without saying that chaos, then you should be able to still keep that shit going right now. We disagree. But brother, I don't wish.
What it is you don't want Saneter to be real. I'm gonna be fucking real, and I'm gonna talk my motherfucking mind, and ain't nobody gonna fucking scare me. So if I turn up dead, God damn it, Polite did it. There you go.
I thought it was the white man.
Yeah, the white man that exists inside of you. The white man that exists inside of you.
So, as I said, this shit is crazy as hell with him and Saneter and shit like that. It is definitely fucked up, you know what I'm saying, that both of these dudes been, scamming the people, but now to come and find out that both may be predators. As I stated, court is in a week for Polite. And as more information about Nikki Chanel comes out, we wait. And I'll be popping up to do little videos and shit like that. Like I said, I might not be live as much right now, but I will be. Let me get my kids straight and back on the school, schedule type of shit. But we had to pull up for this because in reality, a lot of that is important. It shows you how they looked at the relationship. I believe that this was the first time where they had an argument on YouTube. The first one that I can find anyway. So don't hold me to that. But it just does tell a lot about their friendship. And again, this is played out time and time again after this. And allegedly now they're not supporting him and all this and that. But his Polite videos remain. And like I said, just leave them up because I want to look at them. I want to go through them, even, just in personal time or whatever, so that I can just look back on shit. And everybody can do this if they want to, you know what I'm saying, in reality. But those videos that I find important, I will, bring them here. And I thought that this was important because, again, it speaks to the friendship. It speaks to the business, you know what I mean? The building, I should say, not the business, but the building, as well as the Black News 102 van, what Saneter thought of the relationship versus, what Polite said. And I'm sure Polite could have said more and grimy shit to Sa or whatever. Again, I think that he was trying to be on his best behavior because he didn't want to look bad to the elder Dennis, as well as he didn't want to affect any, dealings or begging, I should say, that he was going to do on the people in the future. Because after this video, he did come out and produce several scams and all this and that. Now, I don't know. This is crazy. I'm taking my time with it. I'm not finna rush through this at all. There's a lot of, you know, at least 3-4 years of content to basically, you know, go through or whatever, and throw whatever to the side that is not important and bring up what is important. But what is really important to me is getting to the bottom of this Nicki Chanel situation. If you didn't know, Nicki Chanel, right, is somebody that allegedly Saneter had dealings with. When Saneter was 33, she was 15. And shout out to Enki, because he showed us how Saneter played Calvin, right? A broker version than Calvin, though, from Paid in Full. If you remember, Calvin was fucking on, you know, a younger girl in the movie, and, you know, giving mom grocery money and, you know, taking care of issues or whatever that the family may have in exchange for basically fucking on this child or whatever, this teenager. So, we'll be taking a look at that. I'll probably be back, you know what I'm saying, shortly after this, and do a video on that as well, where we'll be looking at Enki's take, or the whole situation kind of unfold, because the phone call did happen on Enki's panel. And to get back into that, Enki was live. He had his phone lines open. Somebody called in, right? And a man claimed that he knew Saneter, and that, you know, Saneter had relations with Nicki Chanel. And, you know, Dr. Inkia went, you know, he was like, what? We gonna take a look at it or whatever. That is the video that's coming up next. So, I will see you guys in that video. And I will, if not today, you know, today or tomorrow, I will get a live stream done where it's just like an open panel and I'm just speaking, unless somebody comes up and joins the panel, which is definitely cool. If, you know what I'm saying, you have something to add to the situation or whatever. But if you just on some troll shit, I'm going to treat you as such. So with that said, stay you, stay royal, stay uncompromisable, stay woke, because I will be back at you shortly with another video. Much love.